thoughts.
Hey everyone, this is a Two Girls One Quick Look of Read-Only Memories, as recommended by John X. Fool, who is a Game Wisdom Insider, and he's allowed to suggest us a game once a month. The cost cap is $5. You can save it up. It's hard to explain, whatever. Later. Anyway, we're starting the game. New game. 3, 2, 1. Yes.
Neo San Francisco, 2064
You know it's a
AD.
future game when they say Neo
The
something.
world is on the cusp of not one, but 3 technological singularities. Cybernetic augmentation and genetic modification
I'm in.
allow the repair and enhancement of almost any part of a human body.
Oh my god.
I'm in.
Millions of people jack into virtual worlds every day to work, play, and connect with one another with advanced brain-to-machine technology.
Is that a Pokemon?
Easier access to genetic modification leaves hybrids walking the streets,
I would
looking less
immediately.
human every day. Relationship Organizational Managers, or ROMs for short, are the commonplace companion and tool of any modern person.
Are extremely intelligent.
However, they are still machines at their core. The logic they are built on impedes their ability to think for themselves and determine their own behavior.
Ah, that's right. You see, this is at the heart of why we took on this merger with Parallax. We wanted to take artificial intelligence to the next level. And now, well, we have devices that can truly adapt.
Organizations, like the Human Revolution, seek to slow the relentless pace of progress, fearing that unchecked technology will make us lose the very things that make us human. High above the rising tension below, a Parallax engineer buries himself in schematics and equations, trying to bring a new kind of life into the world. And with this, humanity's destiny will be altered forever.
Stacy's in.
I'm in.
She's jacked in.
Cyberpunk adventure. Sounds
She
good
just
to me.
plugged her plug into the Matrix. Neo SF 1220 2464. Home sweet home. Because we click on stuff. Okay, maybe not so sweet. Musty might be a better descriptor. Oh, okay.
Alright, take the coffee.
Copy of Wigfield. Sometimes the old books are the best, especially to keep your window popped open.
Oh my gosh.
You take a sip of the old stale coffee. The letters F and K seem clear as day. It's also really gross. What?
I used to use books to prop my window open.
Beautiful 24/7 view. If you're a fan of close-up masonry.
The building next door.
The classics can get boring pretty fast after multiple reads. Besides, it's far more useful holding up the window. Alright? You don't know exactly what ooze is, but only that it seems to be growing. Touch it. Running water might just make it worse. Your ID card. What? Don't stick that in there. You're certainly not going to be the one to reach inside that to retrieve it. Eat it. You try talking to the sink, but it gives you the cold shoulder. How rude. A stack of papers for your unpublished novel. Perfect. Pen on paper is the most tangible method, but if you're gonna be so sloppy, maybe the digital would be a... Maybe going digital would be a good idea. Blah, blah, blah.
A pair of GX Ultra Beats headphones, the ultimate in budget audio. You'd better try them out so you can start crafting your review.
God. Oh, okay, cool. These are the GX Ultra Beats you need to write a review for. I guess now is a good time as any to get to work. Okay. They're smart headphones, so you should be able to use them with some things lying around your apartment. Okay. Oh, continue. You sync up the headphones and watch a stream of an old suburban sitcom. Alright, let's leave. It's late and nothing really opens right now. Okay. You probably shouldn't sleep before submitting your article. Oh, so we gotta, like, use our headphones with the coffee. Careful, these are review copy. Jerks probably wouldn't appreciate them coming back covered in You have to give it back?
Yeah.
What? You touch the poster and YMO begins playing in your ears. Neato.
So they said you're supposed to use them with things around.
You sync up the headphones and listen to a live stream of a cooking show about making ramen using household materials.
Household materials?
Yes.
Like cleaning and bleach and...
Yes, of course.
Yes. Unfortunately, you learn that mustard and spoiled milk aren't quite enough to make good ramen.
Ooh, I know. Let's listen to the ooze. You can hear this thing gurgling in high def. Let's see. All blank. There's nothing to read or hear. What's this? Single blah. Let's see. Anything else? Oh. No, don't listen. It's not a good vibe.
Our scary plan.
Yeah. Don't throw your new headphones out there. This may be a moderately safe neighborhood, but those will be gone in 10 minutes, so you'll leave them out.
Maybe sync them up with the, if we sync up with the computer, like, we have to write it, right? So...
We already did. And then we... Of a children's cartoon about ROMs. Maybe we can...
Maybe boot it up, yeah.
Ah! Here we go.
Dur-dur.
Lappy is a bit of a relic. You have an article due tonight. Better finish it before bed. Journal logic?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright. Time to get your work out of the way. Let's do this.
Selling your soul, bit by bit, character by character. Finished. Now to send it off to the editor. Tappity tap,
There,
tap, tap,
your big
tap.
break. Surely your glowing review of GX Ultra Beats is your ticket out of poverty and into a book of deal. Surely.
GX Ultra Beats.
Work is finally out of the way. Time for bed, but first, log out. Or, you could read some OK Today and catch up on some real news before you sleep.
Why aren't we looking at porn?
Oh my god! An invite to come see the lighting ceremony of the No, bye.
No, these are just, we're just like looking at, this is like...
I'm clicking back, log out.
Log out.
Let's use it, I just want to go outside.
I wanna go do stuff. What was that?
Spooky stuff? Oh no!
Oh no!
It's Stacy as a robot! Oh wait, no it's not.
It's watching us sleep.
It's like the Edward Cullen.
Yeah.
Ah, good. You're finally awake. I honestly am not sure why most humans have such lengthy sleep cycles. Are you that significantly opposed to cybernetic augments?
Oh, that'd be great. How did you get in my apartment?
I came in through the front door. The cryptographic algorithms it uses are actually quite atrocious. It only took me 17 trillion clock cycles to break your entry code. It looks rather imposing, but it's actually a knockoff of the secure gate M14723B.
I knew my landlord was full of it when he said it was the best.
Don't feel too bad. I actually cheated a bit when I cross-referenced known significant numeric codes against stored personal data on you. I'm not certain why you picked the birthday of your first dog, but it was sufficiently obscure to defeat most casual attempts to enter. Frankly, I felt a little silly that it took the time to do it once I noticed that the lock on your window was broken. And that you left it open.
You know my dog's birthday?
Honestly, I would have taken me longer if I had to enter the codes manually, but it was trivial to slice through the door's firewall and try against the stored data directly. I would suggest investing in an Insect Model 1355 automatic security door. The 1385 is newer, but I find the added attack vector introduced by the voice controls isn't worth the convenience. It has 300 5-star reviews on Congo.
Hold on, what are you doing in my apartment?
I hope you don't mind. While you were asleep, I had some spare time on my hands, so I recognized your reorganized your records and entertainment media using BISAC. Once that was done, I found the cleanliness of your living and workspace to be supplemental conditions for the suboptimal conditions for long-term performance on my micro actuators. So I took the library of cleaning the place a bit.
Liberty.
Whatever. As you awoke, I was attempting to interface and make performance adjustments to your personal computer, but I've run into a bit of a snag.
Forget all that. Tell me why you're here or I'm calling the cops.
I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to engage you in any sort of subterfuge, but I tend to ramble on a bit when I'm nervous. I have all of the necessary protocols, but I've never actually spoken to another person besides Hayden until now.
You know my friend Hayden? Hayden Weber?
Well, saying I know Hayden is putting it simply, but yes.
I haven't seen Hayden in years. Where is he?
I don't really know. That's why I'm here. Help me. You aren't quite my only hope, but certainly the most statistically supported. I have done the math.
Slow down. Just start from the beginning.
I'm imprecise, but I think I know what you mean. Earlier tonight, Hayden's apartment was assaulted by some unknown persons. He seems frightened, terrified even, and instructed me to escape, lest I be captured by the intruders too. I crawled out of a window and, after some deliberation, came here. I heard them breaking down the door as I left.
Why would they want Hayden?
Hayden is one of the top researchers at Parallax, but I can't imagine that would be enough to get him kidnapped. Especially since no one has ever tried offering him more money yet. I suspect it has to do with me.
Who are you anyway? What do you have to do with it?
Excuse me. I forgot to introduce myself. I have never had the pleasure of doing so before. I am Turing.
I like Alan Turing.
I know this must sound quite unflattering, but I suppose you could describe me as one of Hayden's experiments. He's currently researching advanced machine intelligence at Parallax. I am a personal side project of his. Exploring true artificial sapience. It's possible that the idea of sapient machine could scare or tempt an organization into kidnapping him. Either to stop his research or take it and use it for themselves.
Tell me more.
A regular ROM has virtual intelligence. They can appear rather smart, even seeming human when you talk to them. This is just because they're cleverly programmed to respond to a variety of situations in an organic manner. They aren't in any way self-deterministic. As for myself, much of my code wasn't actually written by Hayden, but rather compiled during my infancy as I was taught to interact with the world around me. But, despite my ability to self-modify my code, I'm not certain I am sapient. I'm afraid to adopt or develop any further without Hayden's guidance. Did he only program me with the illusion of free will?
How would you know, one way or the other?
Hayden once told me that his desire to create artificial life stemmed from his need to find out, but I can't say I have any new insight into the question. It worries me. How can any of you tell that you aren't just puppets dancing to some this is like so much. To someone else's will.
I think we're getting a little too philosophical here.
You're right. I apologize for the tangent.
So what do we want to ask next? Was anyone out for Hayden?
No, I'm not even certain who would benefit the most from taking Hayden prisoner. It's not as though he had been looking over his shoulder. However, there are several multinational corporations that could make use of his engineering skills, but I can't imagine any of them would go as far as snatching him. He also has never indicated to me any possible danger from an outside person or group.
Why come to me?
I ran an algorithm against every contact in Hayden's address book. Based on my assumptions of visibility, directness of connection to Hayden, occupation skills, and probable motive, you were the candidate most likely to both be able to and willing to help me. And the one least likely to be suspected of doing so. Oh my god, okay.
I think I understand what you mean.
We're out of time.
Out of time?
I took the liberty of charging the autocab fare from here to Hayden's apartment to your personal finance account, and the car has just arrived.
What? Alright, lead the way.
That's strange. Well, the lock for our home seems to have already been replaced. I'm certain my audio sensors pick up the sounds of his assailants breaking the lock.
Perhaps a maintenance robot took care of it?
It's possible. Most of the repairs to the building are handled by the automated systems. Oh! A lucky break. It seems my access codes still work. Hayden's door has far better security than yours. Just be careful.
Just be careful.
Will do. As you enter, you take a glance around the studio apartment. Not much has changed since you last visited a few years ago. This is like so many words.
It doesn't look like there was much of a struggle.
I'm not surprised. Hayden is not the most physically intimidating of individuals. I doubt he could have fought off serious attackers. I should have stayed and tried to protect him.
Aren't you programmed against harming humans?
Of course not. How silly. To make a machine intelligence truly self-deterministic, it must be able to self-modify. Any sapient worth their silicone would be able to code around such an inhibitor eventually. I could rip your arm off right now if I cared to.
You gotta let me read the dialogue options.
I just want to get through this because he's talking so much.
Okay.
I want for the same reason you don't go around randomly killing people. The social construct, as useful construct, is just as apparent to me as it is to you. It simply isn't acceptable to go on a murderous rampage.
Glad we're clear on that one, buddy.
Self-defense and defense of one's home family is typically allowed, though. I could have and may have even been obligated to come to Hayden's defense. But w
If what's done is done, we need to focus on finding him.
Excellent point. Let's start searching for clues. Oh, that was forever. A few vintage video game consoles. Hayden was always a fan of old tech. There's a Mega 16, a Dural, and even a Familink. That's Hayden's computer. Most people just use a hand screen or goggles in conjunction with their ROM, but desktop rigs like this are still more suitable to the intensive programming tasks Hayden needed to perform.
Do you know the password to get in? There might be clues.
Unfortunately, no, I don't. And before you ask, I don't think I would be able to break past its security in any reasonable length of time.
Why not? You hacked my door easily enough.
Your door used a much simpler set of algorithms, with a much weaker processor. I actually have a bit less free processing power than a regular ROM, despite my fantastically more capable CPU. Much of those extra clock cycles are used to maintain my complex personality algorithms. Hayden's computer has enough spare processing power to run counter-intrusion software if I attempted to slice in. Frankly, even if I did have the power capability, I haven't found hacking to be one of my talents.
Can't you just download the knowledge from the meshnet?
I could, but much of the same way you might learn a task, I still have no aptitude for it. I'm not as certain I would be able to do the job any better than an experienced computer security expert. The whole reason humans have always been better at breaking into systems than the systems at keeping them out is because humans have intuition. While computers can only think in straight lines, humans can think sideways and upside down. I like that type of human creativity.
Are you incapable of that kind of creative leap?
Well, I wouldn't say that, but as silly as it sounds, I just don't think I'm very good with computers. I do seem to have some skill with painting, though. Hayden was impressed with some of my pieces, but I'm not sure if he has a firm enough grasp on early 20th century abstract impressionism to give me an objective opinion.
Abstract art doesn't seem like something a robot would be good at.
Rude. That's true. Machines are best at reproduction, still life, impressionism, photorealism. But I find it more challenging and satisfying to paint what I feel.
Let's get back to searching.
Hayden likes the natural light that this apartment affords. His window here is where I escaped from. It is a considerable distance to the ground below.
Are you sturdy enough to survive that kind of fall?
Critical system damage would be unlikely, but I would certainly have damaged my legs beyond repair, so I took the fire escape.
Of course you did.
More ROM components, the only things ever seen cluttering Hayden's place. The home of standby screen has no melody.
If we keep looking at the shelves, maybe we'll find something.
Pictures of Hayden traveling all over the world. Working at a company like Parallax ensures you'll be more than well off. Memory card.
Memory card.
Oh, I guess we can't.
You're not actually thinking about switching one of these games on right now, are you? What about the stuff on the floor? Busted. He must have dropped it in the skirmish. Yeah, I don't understand why it, like... Huh. What about, like, the paintings? Because those might, like, maybe...
Where? Here?
Yeah.
Ah. Wait, where?
Or, like, the TV or the paintings to the left.
These?
Yeah.
We already clicked on those.
Okay.
There's no buttons on the screen, and there's no need to watch TV right now.
The television is looping through some of Hayden's feeds. Tech banter, Ted's code tips, augmented eye. Alright. The sentiment is understood, but you probably won't forget what Hayden looks like anytime soon.
Oh, plant.
Plant. This plant is doing much better than the one at home. Pause off. It's for the best. It's bad manners to listen in on other people's plants. What about the drawers on the desk? No? You have no idea how to log in. You swipe your ID card across the monitor. Bloop!
Is it working?
Weren't you paying attention? Don't bother trying. You'll fry it worse than Turing fried Lappy. It's a long way down. Better keep careful on the balcony.
Well, you guys get the gist of it. It's in the future. Neo San Francisco.
It's really cute.
Robots. Bloop bloop.
Bloop bloop.